What is up, guys? It's Grown Man Gaming, and I'm going to be doing another amazing Madden 16 Ultimate Team video. I'm going to be talking about the NFL Honors cards, so let's just look at this. This is from last year. This is Madden 15 right now. Yeah, I'm in Madden 15 right now. Well, I'm not in Madden 15, but I'm on Madden 15 right now. And I'm looking at the NFL Honors J.J. Watt, the only NFL Honors. There you go, it's J.J. Watt. The stats are crazy. They do not have any other NFL Honors up right now, but I do know that they had an offensive MVP, defensive MVP, they had defensive rookie, offensive rookie, and then they had man of the year. So those cards were Aaron Donald for defensive rookie. He had crazy stats. I actually had the card, did a video on him. They had Odell Beckham Jr. He was like a 97. He won the NFL Rookie of the Year. That card was crazy when everyone, tried to first get it. They had J.J. Watt as the defensive MVP. Man, I keep getting tongue-tied, and I don't know why. Nonetheless, they had Aaron Rodgers as the MVP. He was a 99, and it was a crazy, great card. And then they also had Thomas Davis as the man of the year. So all those cards were super great. And I, figured they're going to be doing the NFL Honors soon. I want to get a video out now on it, just to talk about the guys I think that are going to win it. So, I mean, you have the obvious, defensive MVP guys. Well, actually, I guess it's not that obvious. There's so many defensive MVP candidates. And, I'm just going to be going over a ton of those. Actually, it's like 3. I will be going over who I think is going to win the overall MVP time. Since I said I was going to do this, let's get right into it. I think Marcus Peters is going to be the defensive rookie of the year. He's been going off. There's no one that I can really think of at all that really even compares to what he's done. So look at his stats right now. This is what I believe they are going to be. I think they're going to give him 97 speed, the defensive rookie of the year. I think they're going to give him 96 excel. I think they're going to give him 94 agility. His man has to be a 90. It's already at 91. It has to be a 94 and up. I think it's going to be a 95. I think his zone's going to be probably 98 or if not 100. Press is going to be 97. In my opinion, this is not set in stone. This is not a fact. This is just what I believe. Play rec. I already did press. Play rec is going to be, I think, 85, 80, above 85, somewhere around there. So that's Marcus Peters. I really cannot think of any, I can't think of it. It's just not coming up to my brain at all. Anyone that rivals him for defensive MVP. So for offensive MVP, I believe that is going to be Todd Gurley. He did what Odell Beckham Jr. did last year. He set the NFL on fire in 4 less games, so his speed will probably be around a 98 in my opinion. Agility, he's pretty agile. I think I'm going to give him 96, agility 97. Acceleration, you have to give it a 95. Carrying is going to be 99. BCV is going to be 95. Elusiveness is going to be a 98. Trucking going to be 100. Juke move is going to be 97. So that's my opinion for Todd Gurley. It's probably going to be one of the better running back cards throughout the whole year when it does come out. And I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Nonetheless, I can also see Marcus Mariota getting an offensive rookie of the year card. I can see Jameis Winston. I can see Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is probably the closest guy that, get that many wins. Jameis Winston had a chance, but he didn't, do that great. Todd Gurley is a running back, and not all put on him. And the Raiders did good, although it is not put on the shoulders of Amari Cooper. He had a tremendous part in that offense, and I think he really gave them an upper hand against a lot of teams that they didn't have last year. So I'd say Amari Cooper or Todd Gurley, but I'm gonna say Todd Gurley edges them out because he's 3rd in rushing this year, 3rd in rushing yards this year in 4 less games. That's kind of ridiculous. It flat out it's not even kind of ridiculous. It's just 100% ridiculous. He is the future of running backs. So now that we're done with the girly, we got to get to the man of the year. I'm going to save the MVP for last. I think Greg Olsen is going to win man of the year. I know the candidates, some of the candidates, and I just think he's going to win it. He's been, you know, kind of the face of the league as far as, you know, the helper, the good Samaritan type guy for quite a while now. And I think that a guy on the Panthers is going to win it 2 years in a row. And I think it's going to be on the offense this time. It's going to be Greg Olsen. Like a 95. Release is going to be like a 96. Route running is going to be like a 93. I think catch and traffic is going to be like a 94. And spec catch is going to be like a 96. Actually, I gave him too much route running at that one. That's like jumping up 10. I think they're going to jump up 7 on him and give him 90 route running. And then everything else is probably going to say the same because he really is a great tight end in the game. And he just does so much for the NFL. I cannot see it not going to him. So you got Greg Olsen so far, Marcus Peters, and Todd Gurley. Now we got to get into defensive MVP because I do believe an offensive guy will win the actual MVP. So there's always J.J. Watt you can go for. There's, in my opinion, it's between Josh Norman and Patrick Peterson. I would have given it to the Honey Badger, but he got injured, so I don't know if they're still going to give it to him. He hasn't played the last game. He's not going to play in the last game, so I just can't see them giving it to him. If he is an option that they're really considering, I think the Honey Badger is going to win it over everybody. He's just flat out made the Cardinals defense a new team, you know. They weren't the Cardinals, this year's Cardinals defense last year because he wasn't fully healthy. He's like, I don't know, he really is the defense, so to speak, you know. I mean, of course, it's not all on him, but I think he brings everything together. He makes the defense and I mean, it's hard to stop him. He's like a middle linebacker, which they, at safety / corner, which they also have in Buchanan, but I think Honey Badger is just a little bit better. Nonetheless, you guys, I'm going to be not going over Honey Badger. We are going to be going over J.J. Watt and Patrick Peterson and Josh Norman. So let's go to Josh Norman like right now because he deserves it. And although I do not appreciate, you know, him hitting up on Odell, Odell. I believe it was Odell should have, you know, kept his cool, but Josh Norman, he is to blame too on that. Nonetheless, he's been playing great defense all year, except for this actually against the Julio Jones the last game. He got like beat 179 yards. That just doesn't happen to a lock. I mean, he's locked down. He locked him down the first game, but man, Julio came back with a vengeance, like big time. Nonetheless, we're going to get into this Josh Norman. They have an 83 speed right now. I can see them moving it up to 96. His excel is 95. I can see them moving it up to 97. His agility is 94 right now. I can see them moving it up to 96. His man coverage is 93. They're probably going to give him like a 97. Zone coverage is most likely going to be 101. As for the other stats, his press is probably going to be 99. Play rec's probably going to be 95. Catching is probably going to be 90. So he's going to be a lockdown cornerback for you guys. I think he's that good to get those stats. And now it's time for Pat Pete, guys. Patrick Peterson has been just as locked down as Norman this year, but he does it pretty much every year, so I don't know really why it's that much of a surprise. Nonetheless, I can see them giving him 97 speed. Maybe more than 97. I can see 98 speed with 97 excel. Agility is going to be like a 98. Man coverage, you have to give him 100. You have to. I think zone is going to be 96 or 98. Somewhere 96, 97, 98. Press is probably going to be 99. Play rec is probably going to be a 92, and then his catching is going to probably, I mean, you don't really get to see him catch the ball because no one throws his way, but I'd give him like a 90, 89, 90 for Patrick Peterson. And then there's also J.J. Watt, guys. is always a candidate for defensive MVP. What he's done throughout his career is crazy. He's the best defensive player. I don't care who else you're talking about. I think J.J. Watt takes the cake since Deion. So they're probably going to give him, in my opinion, somewhere around 86 speed. They're going to give him 100 strength, 99 most likely. In my opinion, I hope so. I don't know for sure. Acceleration is probably going to be 93, 94, 95, somewhere around there. Tackling, you got to give him a 99. You got to give him 100 block shed. Have to give him 102 or 103 power move because he already has a 99. Finesse move's probably going to be moved up to a 72, possibly somewhere in the lower 80s. And then his play rec, you got to give him like a 93. So that's my opinion for J.J. Watt. He's just like flat out crazy. You can't stop the guy. You can't stop him. You can't. And then you guys, I think we all know who the MVP is going to be. Cam Newton. If you guys were wanting Brady, then go to moving that up about 6 notches. Give him a 94 speed. I think they're going to give him 90 awareness. I think they're going to give him 101 throw power. Throw short is going to be like 96. Throw medium is going to be 97. I can see throw deep somewhere like 94. Play action has to be 90. And then throw on the run is probably going to be 98. So that's my opinion for Cam Newton, the MVP of the league. And you can't undermine you can't, belittle what he's doing. You can't knock him down because of it. He gets it done in the air, on the ground, with not that good of wide receivers, with a decent O-line, guys. You guys can say his defense is getting him wins, but not really. They're doing good, but they're not doing good enough to keep them. I mean, against the Saints, he let up a ton of points. You want to know what they had to do when they let up a ton of points to the Saints? They had to give it to Cam Newton. Cam Newton got it done, even against the Giants. He's just been that great, guys. So I say your offensive or your NFL MVP is going to be Cam Newton. His card's going to be a 99, and he's just going to take the cake. Everyone's going to want him. And that pretty much wraps up the video. Set up last time, so here we go. I leave you with this outro. God bless. I'm out.